When we speak of talented rappers from New York, names like Jay-Z, Diddy, and the legend Notorious B.I.G. come to mind. But few people know the bold new voice that is breaking into the rap scene like he owns the place, Fivio Foreign. He has released hit club tracks like Big Drip and Wetty, which was his 2020 release that was the talk of the town back then. Apart from his activities in the recording booth, Fivio has also gotten into a lot of trouble with the law in the past, having been arrested on multiple gun-related charges before. He's a bit of a wild card for sure, and it's no surprise that he gained a lot of respect as well as fear from his colleagues. No one wants to step on the wrong toes. In today's video, we're going to talk about why a lot of rappers seem to fear this talented rapper. Before we begin, remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Who is Fivio Foreign? Fivio Foreign was born with the name Maxie Lee Riles III on March 29, 1996. He spent most of his childhood in the Brooklyn neighborhood known as East Flatbush in New York. As a little child, he lived in the same hood as Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy Rebel. Fivio has always spoken fondly about growing up, as he likes to look at the more positive side of life, including his happy memories of hanging out with his friends. He was not the best behaved kid on the block, he has said, but he was raised in such a way that he fears no man. When he wasn't hanging out with his friends on the block, he was sharpening his rap skills and working on his flow with his cousin. He developed a love for tattoos when he was younger, and right now, he has the word Lafayette tattooed over his left eye. Fivio Foreign's love life has been full of ups and downs. He once dated Jasmine Giselle, who he was accused of punching and kicking while she was expecting their child. Fivio is now dating Sarah Snyder, who's an Instagram model and an influencer. The couple have been showing lots of PDA on Instagram and have also been publicly FaceTiming. This 25-year-old rapper originally went by the name Light Fivio when he started his rap career in 2011. Some of the songs from that stage of his life can still be found on his old YouTube channel with the name Light Fivio. He got the name from an inside joke with one of his friends, comparing him to Fabio. It wasn't until 2013 that he changed his rap name again to Fivio Foreign. This is when he formed a music collective with his rapper friends, which they named 800 Foreign Side. Over the next few years, life got in the way of their fun for many members of the group, some winding up in jail, and others ending their careers to find more opportunities. Fivio never gave up on his music and kept pushing until he became the success he had imagined himself to be. Fivio was struck with tragedy in 2016 when his mother died from a stroke. Fivio was hit hard by the loss, and he went through a process of growth afterwards when he realized his mother was not there to handle things for him anymore. Fivio has never had a close relationship with his father, who was mostly absent during his childhood. Fivio has also been the subject of a death rumor after shots were fired at his black suburban SUV before a show. He was reportedly expected to perform in Atlanta at the 1145 Club. Murder Beats was one of the first people to release the false rumor of Fivio's death to the world as he posted a rest in peace note on his Instagram story. He later deleted the post and apologized when he found out the rapper was okay. Family, friends, and members of his inner circle all agreed that the rapper was well and good. Since then, Fivio has bounced back and is more active than ever. Fivio is close friends with the late rapper Pop Smoke. He's collaborated with Lil TJ and Pop Smoke on the song New York, which peaked at number 65 on the Hot 100 when it was released in 2020. They were from neighboring areas in Brooklyn. Fivio came from the East Flatbush neighborhood, while Pop Smoke came from Canarsie. The two have been instrumental to the fame of the area's rap scene. Pop Smoke was killed in what appears to be a home invasion. He was renting a California mansion when assailants broke in and shot him to death. When commenting on the arrest of 5 people connected to Pop Smoke's murder, he said that he wished they were still on the streets despite his agony at his friend's death. We have no idea why he would want his friend's killers roaming the streets after all they did. However, 2 of the suspects are facing the death penalty regardless of Fivio's strange sentiments because Pop Smoke was shot during a robbery and a burglary. 2 of the suspects in the murder are 18-year-old Keandre Rogers and 19-year-old Corey Walker. If convicted, Roger and Walker face life in prison without parole and possibly the death penalty. Career. Fivio Foreign started rapping back in 2011. He released some videos on YouTube with little success until he started gaining traction on the release of his single, Big Drip. Big Drip was a viral success, which Fivio had been searching for to give him his big break. The song caught the ear of many new listeners, and the video released on YouTube amassed millions of streams. It opened many doors for him, eventually leading him to being the success he is today. The catchy song was featured on his Pain in Love EP. He jumped on the momentum of Big Drip and released follow-up singles, Jumpin' and Deli. After this, he was lucky enough to sign a $1 million deal with Columbia Records. In May 2020, Fivio recorded his first 2 Billboard hitting singles with features on songs with popular artists like Demons by Drake and New York by Lil TJ. In the same month, Fivio was struck with a surge of altruism when he launched the nonprofit organization Foreign Side Foundation. He commented that it's geared toward providing much needed resources and programs for youth who are at risk, the homeless, and also current and former gang members, along with individuals who have a criminal record. He created this foundation in order to provide a positive vibe with less privileged families by assisting them in various ways financially. Fivio Foreign started 2020 with the plan to take his music to the next level when he landed a feature on Rich the Kid's single, Richer Than Ever. His 8-song mixtape called 800 BC was released in April. In the mixtape, he repackaged his previous single, Wetty. It also contained a remix of Big Drip featuring Lil Baby and Quavo. The mixtape was released much to the excitement of fans as it debuted at #1 on the Billboard's Heat Seekers chart. On August 11, 2020, Fivio was added to XXL's 2020 freshman class. Later in the year, he appeared on a bunch of songs by other artists, including K-Lo K by Tory Lanez, Spicy by Nas, and That's a Fact by French Montana. In November, he released the single Trust from B.I.B.L.E., which is his upcoming project. His style of rap has also gained him many fans. He has a bold and powerful East Coast inspired sound. He was first heard on cameo verses he did for his friends like Ether and Yell's Fivio. In August 2021, he gained further recognition when he was featured on Kanye West's song Off the Grid from the album Donda. He was said to have dropped the verse of the year on the song, and fans and peers have swarmed in to praise the rapper for his excellent delivery and lyricism. The verse came after his impressive freestyle at Funk Flex in July. Off the Grid peaked at number 11 on the Hot 100. Donda is Kanye's 10th studio album. Fivio has revealed that the hip-hop maestro, Kanye West, would be producing his next album. The rapper has still not released an album yet, but Kanye West seems to have taken a liking to his music, even going as far as using the Brooklyn rapper's ad-libs on the song Okay Okay. Struggles with the law. Fivio has had many clashes with the law in the 25 years he has lived. In October 2020, Fivio Foreign was arrested in Edgewater, New Jersey for assault after being accused of intentionally causing bodily harm to another person. This other person was revealed to be his pregnant girlfriend. Fivio's then 24-year-old girlfriend was pregnant with the couple's second child. She told the police that he punched her in the back of the head, hit her with a glass bottle, and kicked her before pushing her out into the hallway. The rapper vehemently denied these allegations, maintaining his stance that his girlfriend had set him up. After this, he was arrested again in August 2021 on multiple gun-related charges. Fivio was caught with a loaded gun after running from the police in Fort Lee, New Jersey. He was in custody at the Bergen County Jail on charges of possessing a weapon for unlawful purposes. He also had other charges for resisting arrest by eluding his police officer, unlawful possession of firearms without a permit, and being a fugitive from justice. When the arresting officer stopped him, he refused to hand over his license and walked away from the officer. The officer eventually found him in a parking garage where the two struggled until a .25 caliber loaded handgun dropped from the rapper's waist. Fivio Foreign is definitely one troublemaker that keeps getting into trouble. Beefs. Fivio Foreign decided to air the frustration he had against French Montana by suggesting that French was exploiting the sound of the city without even making songs with other artists popularizing the city's music. He was eventually proven wrong, and he decided to take a step back. It seems that things are now cool between the two rappers. The most popular of Fivio's beef is with his old friend, OMBJD. They were very prevalent in the Brooklyn drill scene, and many considered the two to be the closest of friends. Back then, they did a lot of songs together until the two eventually had a falling out. They took to their Instagram stories to throw shots at each other, while fans of the two took sides in the beef. OMBJD later took to Instagram to confess to fans that the beef was fake. JD had only inflamed the beef because he wanted more publicity. Regardless of this, we can already tell that Fivio Foreign is not a rapper to be messed with, as he's not afraid to speak his mind when the situation calls for it. New York-raised rappers are notorious for being fearless. They refuse to back down from any challenge, and this mentality shines in their music. Fivio Foreign is one of such rappers. With his defiant charisma and confident mindset, he's one of the rappers that we can trust to make a big name in the future.